All right, let's get right into it. While most of the world has its eyes completely glued to Silicon Valley, there's a huge AI revolution happening, and it's happening fast, out in the East. And honestly, it's rewriting the rules of the game. Today, we're looking at a breakthrough from China that could seriously redefine how software gets made, period. We're talking about Alibaba's Qwen3-Coder Plus.
You know, this is the question, isn't it? It's on everyone's mind. For years, the story's been pretty simple, dominated by just a handful of big names. But what if that story is getting way more complicated, more global, and it's all happening a lot faster than any of us really expected?
Exactly. So, meet Qwen3-Coder Plus. This is Alibaba's brand new AI coding model. And yeah, people are calling it China's big answer to models like GPT-4 Turbo, but as we're about to see, this is not just another chatbot. Not even close. This is a sneak peek into China's massive ambition to build truly autonomous AI.
So, what is this new contender, really? Well, Qwen3-Coder Plus is kind of the crown jewel of Alibaba's Qwen3 family, a whole lineup of advanced large language models. But here's the detail you absolutely have to remember. This is not some Western model with a new logo slapped on it. This is 100% homegrown Chinese innovation, built and running on their own infrastructure. This shows that China isn't just trying to catch up anymore. They're making it clear they're ready to lead.
Think of this model less like a tool and more like an AI software engineer. Seriously, it's not just spitting out little snippets of code. It can look at thousands of files at the same time, it can reason through really complex logic, and it can actually plan entire projects from the ground up. It's a fundamental change in what we even expect an AI to be able to do.
Okay, so let's pop the hood and see what makes this thing tick. What makes it so incredibly powerful? Well, it all comes down to some mind-boggling engineering and a really, really clever architecture. This is where the magic really happens. And the numbers, just staggering. This model was trained on 7.5 trillion tokens of data. But here's the kicker. Over 70% of that data was just pure code. Python, C++, Rust, JavaScript, all of it. So this AI doesn't just understand code, it was practically raised on it. It literally thinks like a developer. And the design behind all this power? It's brilliant. It uses what's called a mixture of experts model, or MOE. Just imagine having 160 superbrains, where each one is an expert in a different kind of coding or logic. When a task comes in, the AI just routes it to the perfect team of experts for that specific job.
Now, the real genius of this is how efficient it is. Instead of firing up one giant power-hungry brain for every single little thing, only the specific experts you need get activated. So you get this incredible performance without, needing a power plant to run it. It's not about being bigger. It's about being way, way smarter.
And check this out. Here's another total game changer, the context window. Alibaba engineered this model to handle up to 1 million tokens at once. Now, to give you an idea of what that means, imagine an engineer with a perfect photographic memory of every single line of code in a massive project. We're talking something as big as the entire Windows operating system. That is the level of understanding we're talking about here. You don't have to feed it little pieces anymore. You can analyze, you can debug, or you can rebuild an entire application in one shot.
But look, raw power, that's only half the story. The next big leap, and this is something China is laser focused on, is moving from an AI that just answers your questions to an AI that actually takes action on its own. This is the big shift to what they call agentic AI.
And you can see the difference right here. The old way is passive, right? You give the AI a prompt, it gives you a response. You have to hold its hand. But this new agentic AI, it's like a self-directed developer. It can plan out complex multi-step tasks. It can use other tools, it can run scripts, and it can even find and fix its own mistakes. We're not just talking about writing code anymore. We're talking about an AI that could, one day, manage a whole software company.
This right here is the core of their strategy. And to back it up, Alibaba also released something called Qwen-Code. It's a command line tool that actually connects the AI to the real world. It can read your files, run commands, automate your workflows. China is all in on building AIs that are practical, that are functional, and that get things done.
So, how does this all fit into China's bigger strategy? Because it's definitely not just about building one cool model. No, this is about building an entire ecosystem to challenge the West's dominance. And a huge piece of that puzzle is making it accessible to everyone.
Just take a look at the pricing on this. At as low as 57 cents per million tokens, Qwen3-Coder Plus is just ridiculously cheaper than its Western competitors. This isn't just some tech move, it's an aggressive market strategy.
It's designed to get this power into as many hands as possible and drive massive, massive adoption.
And they're attacking on two fronts. First, they offer really powerful open-source versions for free, so developers can experiment and innovate, building a huge community. Then, at the same time, they offer these super affordable, high-performance commercial models, like the Plus model, for big companies. It's like a pincer movement designed to just accelerate adoption from both the bottom up and the top down.
So let's zoom out for a second and look at the real big picture. This isn't just about one company or one model. What we're seeing is a signal of a much, much bigger shift in the global tech landscape. And it's all being driven by a very clear national strategy from China.
The key thing to get here is that Qwen3-Coder Plus is not a random fluke. It's part of a huge wave of innovation that also includes models like DeepSeek and GLM 4.6. China isn't just playing a model-for-model game anymore. They are building an entire self-sufficient AI civilization, with the infrastructure, the talent, and the government backing to scale faster than anybody thought was possible.
And this brings us to what's really at stake here. The power to automate software development, that's the power to control the very backbone of the entire digital economy. With this massive push, China's positioning itself not just as a player in AI, but as an architect, one that's shaping how the entire world is going to build its future.
So Q3-Coder Plus is way more than just a new tool. It's a loud and clear signal that the story of global technology is being rewritten right now. As you watch this all unfold, we have to ask ourselves this question. The next chapter of innovation is already being coded, and this latest development from China makes it very clear that the authorship is now truly and finally up for grabs.